Hey everybody, it's Greg again. It's another edition of Unbreakable the podcast. Saturday, September 27th. Look, I got my friends with me, Coco and Katie. Ow, we're dancing today. We're gonna have our Eagles prediction, Phillies talk, some other shit. Michael Jackson, smooth criminal. He's bad. Bad. He was bad. There's a reason why I play this, by the way. Are you okay, Daddy? Are you okay? Remember the fedora he wore on the video for Speed Criminal? It was a white fedora. He was dressed up like a gangster. White suit, black shirt, black tie. Well, that fedora is being auctioned off this weekend. Big rock and roll memorabilia auction happening this weekend. Are you okay, Randy? Are you okay, Anna? A pair of John Lennon's round grading glasses are going to be auctioned off. You've been hit by a smooth criminal. Oh, oh, I still love Phil Jackson. I don't care. I know he was weird. I lived through the whole thing. Balls to chip, all kinds of stuff going on in his government ranch. But I still like his music. I'm more of a fan of Michael Jackson now than I was back in the 80s. It's just one of those days. As life goes on, you appreciate people more. And no matter what you say about his weirdness, because he was weird, but the thing with the face, yeah, whatever. He was a brilliant producer, arranger, singer, dancer, songwriter. He wrote most of his own music. But, and I didn't like him because he stole the Beatles songs. Remember the Beatles catalog back in the 80s? He bought it out from Paul McCartney's nose. And I didn't like him because of that. But you gotta give him credit. He was like Prince. Here's the way I think of it. Remember how the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, there's like a friendly competition in the 60s, although they were really friends. The Beatles were, sort of the more mellow, popish group. The Rolling Stones were more rock, the dirty group. And that's kind of how Prince and Michael Jackson were. Michael Jackson in the 80s was more popish, and Prince was more dirty, kind of rock, soul, blues kind of. But they were both good. So whoever gets that fedora this weekend, I hope they wear it well or display it well. I hope we get to see it. Anyway, we got some other things we're going to talk about today, including the Eagles playing down in Tampa Bay against those Buccaneers, the Bucks. Eagles always have a tough time when they go down there. Well, in fact, Nick Sirianni has played the Buccaneers 5 times since he's been coach, and he has lost 4. What ruh-roh. That's not good. But it's different this time. Eagles have this confidence. They're Super Bowl champs. They're going to go down there and they're going to kick butt. The thing is, Buccaneers are good, but they're undefeated. But they're without Mike Evans, their top wide receiver, who is always a thorn in the Eagles' side. I think the Eagles go down there and win 27-17. I just do. Now, I don't look for Saquon Barkley to have a big game because the Bucks are really good against the run. In fact, they haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher since last December. They're really good against it. I could go by against the run. But I do look for the Eagles to pass more tomorrow. They opened it up last week in the game against the Rams. They found success. I look for AJ Brown to have a good game tomorrow again, and Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith. So I think the Eagles win tomorrow. What else is going on? Well, a lot of good things. Well, we know the Phillies have wrapped up their division title, NL East champs, and they got 2 more games left this season. They have 95 wins, the same as last year, which is impressive. You got to give it to the Phillies. They keep cranking out the wins. You got to get the World Championship one of these days, right? So they got 2 more games, weather permitting, to eclipse that mark of last year. Ranger Suarez pitches tonight against the Twinkies, Minnesota Twinkies, and let's see what happens. Under the call for rain in our forecast, it may not happen. Before I forget, 2 picks for tomorrow. Yes, I think the Eagles are going to win, but my favorite pick is Green Bay, the Sunday night game. They're going down to Dallas. They're going to kick some ass down there. Green Bay is favored by like 7 points. They're going to massacre the Cowboys because the Cowboys are without CeeDee Lamb. Their defense sucks. And the Green Bay is out for revenge. And Michael Parsons, the return of Michael Parsons, he is going to wreak havoc with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys offense. So I think Green Bay goes down there and kicks butt. I think Green Bay scores like over 40 points. They're not take any prisoners down there. So I like Green Bay tomorrow. And as far as the prop of the week, I'd say, Green Bay over 27 points. That's the line. Take Green Bay over 27. I think that's reasonable. And if you want to go the other way, Dallas under 19. How the hell is Dallas against a good Green Bay defense? And Micah Parsons is all jacked up in it. And Dallas without CeeDee Lamb, how are they going to score? So I would take Dallas under the team total. That's what I would do. Hey, you know what? Halloween's coming up very soon. And it's only about a month away. I got a list of the favorite candies. Every year, they put this out around Halloween. What are the favorite candies out there for people buying? Well, once again, it's no surprise. It's like every freaking year, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups is #1. And that would be one of my favorites too. I gotta admit, Reese's Peanut Butter, it never gets old. You put that combination of peanut butter and chocolate together, and it's great. #2 is peanut M&Ms. Not my favorite. I like regular M&Ms, which happens to be #3. That peanut M&M, okay. If you have to eat candy, you got that sweet tooth, and you really need something. Peanut M&Ms are a big fan. But you're not. #4 is Kit Kat. Kit Kat. I know that snappy, they snap it. You got lace-free, chocolate at the world. It's funny because different parts of the country like different kinds of candy. In fact, if you go, I'm trying to read them. Oh, yeah, really good. Yeah. Corn candy. Who likes corn candy for Halloween? Ew. It was okay as a kid, okay. It was sort of waxy, Again, if you have nothing else to eat, corn candy is good. Certain parts of the country, like Mississippi, Kentucky, love corn candy. If you go out west, Utah, they like different kinds of candy, like Reese's Peanut Butter Cups too. It's very interesting. Different parts of the country do like different kinds of candy. It really is. I was reading this the other day. I'm still upset. I would say upset, but I'm still forlorn. How's that forlorn? About Robert Redford dying. I've been reading tributes to him all week. The internet is full of tributes and video tributes to him. What a great guy. But nobody has ever said anything bad about the guy. Not only was he the most handsome man in the world, but a classic, great, kind, intelligent, gentle guy. And I wish I would have met the name, but I never did. I told you my three favorite Robert Redford. Everybody's like rediscovering Robert Redford now that he dies. Isn't that awful? You have to die for people to rediscover you. But movies like The Natural, The Sting, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Way We Were, uh, just great movies. They made so many great roles in career. Just and you know what? The thing about Robert Redford, he aged gracefully. He didn't have this like Kenny Rogers surgery, or like Wayne Newton where you look plastic and you can't move your face because no, he aged gracefully. And even at the end, I saw a picture of him taking like last Christmas. Still wasn't a bad looking man, 89 years old. And I think that's the way you got to do it. You just age, go with the flow, right? Go with the flow. Uh, Speaking of which, a little bargain for them. All right, two bargains. Uh, Cheetos. Oh, they're so good. They make your fingers orange and everything. There's a Cheeto on the front of the bag. What is the name of the dogs know it? What is the name of the Cheeto on the bag of Cheetos? So you go into a bar. People are not allowed to look up on their phones. Say, don't use the phone. Put the phone down. Put the friggin' phone down. He said, what is the name? Maybe you win $20. Okay. A free drink or something. What is the name of the cheetah on the bag of Cheetos? Well, in case you don't know, his name was Chester. Chester the cheetah. Chester the cheetah. And another barbell. What was Frank Sinatra's favorite sandwich? In fact, this was the last thing that Frank Sinatra ate before he croaked. I hate to put it that way. All right. I'll put it where it down. The last thing that Frank Sinatra ate before he passed away. Okay. What was it? It was his favorite sandwich ever. And it's appropriate that that's what he had as his last meal. What was it? Another good barbecue. Grilled cheese. Yes, it was a grilled cheese. The old Blue Eyes, the chairman of the board, New York. Grilled cheese was the last thing that he before he transitioned to that big nightclub in the sky. Anyway. So you know what? It's hard for people to change. Sinatra loved his grilled cheese. Me, when I was a kid going to school, I had the same lunch practically like every single freaking day. You can't change people. Me, I love the bologna sandwich. I had to cut the sandwich to diagonal. God forbid, don't cut the sandwich in half. It has to be diagonally so I can start eating the corners first. A little dab of mustard on it, a pickle on the side. And then inside of my friend Flintstone's lunchbox, I would also have tasty cake, usually a tasty pie. Either lemon was my favorite, cherry, blueberry. Back in those days, they had the real cherries, the real blue, not this pureed shit. They do it to save money, and so nobody sues them because they ate some cherry pits. But back in the day, they would have a warning on the carton: watch for pits. Not Brad Pitt, watch for pits. And they were bad because you bite into the pie and the cherries would burst in your mouth. It was really good. So I would have a pie there with the bologna sandwich and a pickle, maybe a piece of fruit once in a while. I mean, come on, that's not crazy. And then I would have this little item. I got there for that. Along with all that good food in the lunchbox, upstairs, a bag of food. And look at this. Isn't this painful? upper bag fans. Yeah, this would fit in the lunchbox. We tuck it in the Ritos by Original Love. Ritos. I mean, this has been around since I've been 118 years. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Yes. You know, one time I scarfed on Fritos, and I think I overindulged it. I remember throwing crazy. And there for a while, I laid off the foods. But then I got back. And we reunited again. We reunited with beans and beans. So there you go. Fritos. So that was my lunch every single freaking day for like grade school, grade school. So when somebody said you're full of baloney, they were right. They were right. They were absolutely right. What else did I have here? Oh, the one other thing. Did you hear about this baseball next year? Robo-umps? Not exactly, but you get 2 challenges a game to you have a challenge for a ball and strike call. If you think you got called out on the 3rd strike, you thought it was a ball, you could challenge. They instantly put it up on the scoreboard. Everybody can see. Is it in that little box? Lasers do. And yes, no, you get the challenge. If you win the challenge, you get to keep your challenge. And if you go to extra innings, get extra challenge. Well, that should make, first of all, it's going to eliminate a lot of arguments. That was part of the fun of baseball back in the day. The managers would come out, argue like hell, kick the dirt, and get thrown out of the game. That was part of the fun. But they're going to take all that away now because of robo-umps. The calls will be better, but the fun will be gone, But anyway, look for that next year in Major Leagues. Okay, go Phillies tonight if they play against the Twins. And as the Phillies wrap up the season next Saturday, a week from today, the Phillies are in the playoffs at home against, we don't know who yet. But we'll see. I'm in the lottery. Hopefully they pick my name out so I can get tickets, so I can go, blah, 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 blah. Eagles tomorrow, 1 o'clock, down in Tampa Bay. Go Birds. Try to stay undefeated. And that's about it. Oh, don't forget, November 7th, my book comes out, Stronger Than Bode. The cover should be ready next week. I'm going to put it up on my Instagram, Facebook, X pages so you can get a sneak peek at the cover. And also going to be putting up a little QR code in case you're interested in pre-ordering it. By all means. I can't wait for it. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun and can't wait for you to read it. So, everybody have a great weekend. Otherwise, peace and love. Stay warm. It's still warm here in Pennsylvania. Later next week, we're going to start getting highs in the 60s. Right? Lows in the 40s. Fall is here. Officially it is. But the fall weather is finally going to settle in. And I'm not looking for it too. As much as I love summertime, I hate to say go. It's time. It's time for fall. And right around that is Thanksgiving, Christmas, my favorite Christmas. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. World Series right around the corner. Phillies in it. Phillies, Seattle Mariners. How's that? How's that for a World Series, huh? We get to play the dumper again, 60 home runs. Oh, God. Against Kyle Schwarber, 56 home runs. Wouldn't that be a hell of a World Series, huh? Anyway, take care, everybody. I'll see you when I see you. Probably next time, next week, maybe Monday, Tuesday, we'll analyze the Eagles game. Hopefully it'll be a victory down in Florida. And we'll talk all kinds of other crap like we usually do. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Take care. See you next time. Bye.